So obviously a tough one today. I will say that I'm really proud of the team. I thought they battled through the whole game, and we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, but I thought we really battled, especially going down and not scoring a goal in the first quarter, and then to crawl our way back in it. And, we felt like we were in it the whole game, and we had to do a bunch of different things, and we're a young team. I mean, we played man-to-man. We face-guarded. We switched to zone out of a timeout. We did a bunch of different things on offense and different adjustments we were making throughout the game. And I thought our players did a really great job of making those adjustments. And a lot of credit to Northwestern. That's a really good team. They have a lot of veteran players. I know some of them are transfers, but these guys have played, significant minutes in college lacrosse. And hats off to them. I thought it was a great game, and I'm looking forward to the future with this team.
Daniela, what was it like playing against Delaney on the other end, someone you've learned so much from? So how was that to be on the same field as her?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun just seeing her play and being able to kind of go back and forth the best we can. And can't say, or let me rephrase that. It's so a little new to this. It's been a lot of fun. Like when she was back with us, like going back against her, like during practice, it was always a blast. But doing so in like a real case scenario, it's just been a pleasure.
Yeah, for Emma, in that first quarter, what do you think it was that kind of held the offense a little slow there?
Yeah, we were just a little stagnant coming out of the gate. Couple of turnovers, just not really running our offense the way that we know how to run it. It was nice. We made a couple adjustments going into the second quarter, and it kind of opened the offense up, which was great, and people were able to adapt, and we were able to get some open looks that got us going.
Yeah, without Olivia, how have you seen the team kind of step up some of the younger players too?
Yeah, it's been great. I think going back to my freshman year, Meg Carney and Emily Harris-Chuck both got hurt, and it was an opportunity for me to step up, and you're able to learn quickly, and with the people around you, you're able to do great. So, we're a young team, but they're going to learn quick, and I'm excited for the future and to watch them grow, and because I remember being in their shoes and how nervous but how exciting it was.
Daniela, my question's for you. Northwestern has a pretty diverse scoring attack. They had 8 different scorers today. How do you think the defense was able to kind of keep them in check and keep the game close?
Yeah, I think we did a great job just really practicing like our defensive unit that we had, and just really limiting them to like high percentage shots for me, and just making sure they're giving me the best looks. Like granted, it was widespread, but that's forcing their offense to really spread out like their attackers and whatnot, and just change up the looks for us.
Yep, Emma, you had a couple of good looks on goal toward the end on Delaney, and you were very active in discussions with your squad, sort of in the huddle afterwards. You mentioned having some of those teammates as a younger player to talk to you. What are you telling some of those younger players and those freshmen to give them that confidence towards the age?
Yeah, I mean, the whole game, it's a game of runs. So when we were going on our runs and they were going on theirs, it's all about, having that open line of communication. And I think that's really important, especially with such a young team, people knowing what their role is, what their job is, so we can execute the best that we can. And it's also my job to put people in good positions so that they can be successful. So, having 4 turnovers and 6 shots on goal and only 3 goals, it's like unacceptable. So just going forward, a little self-reflection and being better for everybody around me. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you put Superior Clark baseball in the house. How did you think she did, and why did you decide to do it?
Yeah, I mean, did anybody on their team have more than 1 goal? She had 5. Everybody else on their team only had 1. So, she really does a lot for them. She's on, the draw circle, wins a lot of draw controls. And on the offensive end, she's very difficult to defend. And, she's just had a great season so far, and she's played really well for them in the past. And she, like I said, she's difficult to defend. She's very dynamic. She's a left-handed player. She'll pass the ball. But I think, she gets a lot of fouls called on her. So, you know, you have to be just so disciplined to play her. So if we can limit her touches, that's what we were trying to do by going to a face guard on her.
Yeah, what was it about Superior that you felt maybe allowed that matchup to Superior did very well in the first half?
Well, Superior is one of our best 1v1 defenders. So, you know, if she gets the ball, we trust Superior playing defense, and that was the decision that we made.
You guys have been held to single-digit scores in back-to-back games now. What have you seen from the offense this past couple of contests?
I mean, someone asked the question, why was our offense, you know, we didn't score in the first quarter. I mean, we only had 4 possessions. That's tough, and you have to be really efficient if you only have 4 possessions. So, you know, it's too bad one of them was a man up, and we didn't score on that. So we just have to be really efficient if we're getting less possessions than the other team. I mean, draw controls today were 17-6 Northwestern. And honestly, we're in these games because Dan's playing great, and she had 14 saves. But if you're not winning draw controls, your offense has to be extremely efficient. And you got to do that against everybody. And this is, you know, one of the top teams in the country. I think they're ranked number 3 right now, and that's a great defense. You know, they played a really high-pressured zone. They switched into a man in the third quarter. So maybe the fourth quarter. But, you know, it's a really good defense, and I give them credit. Obviously, it's a good goalie. And, you know, we just have to be a little bit more efficient on offense, especially with all the cards, too, today. But, no, I think we battled. I think, you know, I don't walk away today thinking our offense played bad. Against North Carolina, I think we could have played a whole lot better. Today, it was a great game. It was a close game. It felt a lot closer than the final score. You know, and we've got to be ready to go and sharp right away in the first quarter.
What's the status on Lily Adamson? Are you expecting that?
She's unavailable.
And then going back to that draw trade, I saw you really active before the game, coaching up that unit. They got into a little bit of rhythm in the second quarter, sort of just trailed off in the second half. Do you think it was something that maybe Megan wasn't doing, or that Northwestern was trying to adjust to?
I mean, I really always think that Northwestern is one of the best draw units that we face. And like you said, second quarter, she was great. I mean, we won 4 and they won 0. You know, and I think it's a whole unit thing. It's really our circle and also our center. And this is just something that we have to really continue to work on and get better at. And it's not up to one person. It's really a whole unit, and we just got to keep working through it so we just get better and better and better. No, she was unavailable today as well.
Just without her,
You know, obviously it's tough when you don't have players because they're not available because they're injured. But I think, you know, Julia's a great leader, and, you know, we played a totally different defense than we normally do. So we're switching it up, and we have a lot of talent on this team, and we trust our players. And, you know, when their number's called, they got to be ready. And I think, you know, her number was called, and I thought she played well.
Obviously, these last 2 games haven't gone your way, but when you go through schedules, so many teams testing against these teams. How do you think these 2 games maybe toughen teams up in the future?
Yeah, I mean, we're learning a lot. I mean, it's still February, so you know, these were great tests for us. I thought this was a great test. I think we improved from North Carolina to this game. So our goal is to be great at the end of the year and just continue to get better as the season goes on. You know, and we have a huge opponent coming up on Saturday. So you got to learn from it, and then you got to close the chapter and move on. Thank you.